Yesterday, I did a video in which I shared with you the past history of the Bus 13 portfolio and how I track it and how it's produced the returns it has over the last 20 years, in some cases, in others, only the last 5 years. And I showed you this. Then I took and showed you this. This is a spreadsheet I've created on Google Sheets to try to predict what's going to happen in the future price of my stocks based on their anticipated earnings and revenue increases in the coming years. And then I use that to project, as you might see, what my portfolio would be worth in 3 years. Margaret made a comment. Here's her comment in the comment section of, why don't you see if you can't back test it to see if these numbers actually do have any relative influence or relationship to the future price of the stock. And so that's what I've spent the last day and a half on, to try to come up with an algorithm that will give me a predictability of the prices based on future growth in their earnings and their revenues. Now, I went to Bard and asked Bard for help, and Bard gave me a formula for Google Sheets. And so I want to show you what I've done thus far, and then I want to solicit your help. If you know anything about this, and if you can, maybe we can refine the formula together, we can put some predictability into the stock market. So with that in mind, this is not financial advice. This is me exploring new avenues to make better investment decisions.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
My thesis is based on my belief that a company is worth the amount of profit it generates. And if it, in order to generate more profits on a consistent base, it has to increase its revenues. So I do a lot of work to find out what the projected revenues are going to be and the earnings per share, and then try to use those numbers to predict the direction of the stock price in the future. So, like Margaret suggested, what I've done is create a spreadsheet, and I'm using Apple, Google, NVIDIA, and Xterra to kind of test and come up with a formula with the help of Bard to predict what's going to happen in 23, 24, and 25 and 26 for the prices of these four stocks. So let's start with Apple, and I'll explain what I did. Basically, I went in and said, okay, this is the growth of Apple's revenues from 2013 through 2022. And then I put a percentage of growth underneath that. And as you see, they had some negative years. Then I went and said, okay, this is the growth of their earnings per share. And as you can see, they had some very positive and then some negative years. And then we come to the future projection. Well, I entered my formula that Bart helped me make. And this is the actual growth of Apple stock in 2014. It was up 38%. And the formula I entered with Bart's help said that it should have gone up 28%. And then in the future, based on the formula, it should have gone down 7. It actually went down 5. It predicted an increase of 7. It actually increased 10. Then it predicted an increase of 18, it actually went up 46, and then it predicted a loss of 1, it actually lost 7. Then it all went haywire. And I puzzled over this and puzzled over, and then I realized 2019 through 2022 was not a normal market. We were shut down. We had a ridiculous amount of free money flowing into it, and so it wasn't a real market. So you can see my numbers didn't match up really much at all. So I said, okay, I've got to just accept that's not the real market, and then use these numbers to give some predictability as to what happened in 2023. And I created another formula specifically for 2023, and then I went back to my old formula for 2024, 2025. And so what I'm saying is that Apple will increase its price from January of 2023 to December of 2024 50%. Today, it is in fact up 51% year to date. I'm then saying next year it will increase its price at 9%, and the following year 11%. And that is because what I know is the market doesn't trade based on what's happening today. It trades 6 months to a year or more in advance. So this 51% does not represent the fact that their earnings per share are projected to be down 1% in 2023 and the revenue down 3%. No, what it's reflecting is the catch up from the past 4 years plus the anticipation of a 8 and 6% increase in 2024. Okay, so that you understand the premises. So then I took the same numbers or the same formulas and applied them to Google. And you can see that we went a little haywire as we went, and here the formula predicted it would be up 11. It was actually down 23, up 16. It was up 47, down 5. It was up 2, and you can see the formula didn't really work. Again, I threw out these 4 years and then applied my new formula that said that based on the new formula for 2023 alone, which takes in consideration the catch-up of 2022, that Google will end the year up 33%. In fact, it's up 52 as we speak right now. Then I took it and said, what about NVIDIA? And again, I'm always, it gives me, I'm in the right direction when the formula is telling me it should be positive. In NVIDIA's case, it outperforms my projections, but it did predict a negative number in 16 when actually it had a 30, or in 18 when it had a 31% drop. Then I applied my revised formula for 2023 to make up for these 4 years, and I'm pretty right on. Okay, and then based on what their projected revenue is and again, we have a revenue increase projection of 23% or 223, and a earnings per share increase of 100, and that's what's feeding this 191 plus the catch up from 2022. But I'm estimating, based on the formula I'm using back here, that NVIDIA will be up 35% in 2024 and 25% in 2025. Then I went to EXTR. The reason I used EXTR is it is a stock that only recently became profitable, and it is very heavily involved in the revamping of the data centers that are being upgraded as we speak. So, and the other thing that this threw into the mix is a company that had increasing losses, decreasing losses, decreasing losses, increasing losses, decreasing losses, increasing losses. And I wanted to see how well my formula did. Again, here it missed the boat entirely. It was positive, predicted a bigger positive, predicted a magnificent loss, didn't have that, missed this. Then it came up to here. The new formula for 2023 alone was pretty accurate. Said it would be up 56. It's in fact, as we speak, up 42. And again, this is based on their projected earnings per share had grown substantially, actually down from as a factor of growth, and will be down again, and will be down again. And that, I think, is what is giving me a more conservative number for 14% anticipated growth in EXTR in 2024 and 6% in 2025. So this is what I'm working on. Is it perfected? No. Is it a starting point? Yes. Is it what I want to do for my portfolio and for those of us in the tribe or on the bus who want to gain some better understanding of what they might expect based on the projections that we're getting from earnings calls and analysts. So this is a work in progress. I'm going to eventually put it on the website and actually put it there where you can watch me work on it. It'll be a part of the Platinum offering, and it will coincide, if you will, with my portfolio management that Mark is going to do, injecting technical analysis into the management of my portfolio in the future. So this is how I spend my Labor Day. This is what I enjoy doing. And if this is something that you would be interested in growing with me, reach out to me, show up at our Friday stock talks, and we can talk about it some more. Again, if you want to get involved in this direction that I'm going, go to the Best of Us Investors and find your way to entrance into our Platinum Bus, our $60 a month offering, which will include this as I said, some technical analysis direction on the portfolio. Where I want to get is where I can offer these kinds of spreadsheets that you would be able to come in and merely change the ticker here from Google to your stock, and it would run all the numbers for you and give you some level of predictability to the stocks you want to own. Okay, I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. In fact, today I turned 79 years old. I don't fish. I don't hunt. I don't water ski. I study the stock market, and I'm trying to teach people how to make better investment decisions. If you'd like to share in that, go to the website and join our tribe. Talk to you again, I'm sure, tomorrow.